Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Desert Pioneers Meeting Toastmasters Club, meeting number 534. This is Toastmaster Suhan Abdul Manaf, your acting sergeant at arms for today's online Zoom meeting. And I would like to welcome all the guests all over from our District 20 and also from other districts as well. So nice to see you all. Okay, so now I would like to, before we begin with the meeting, I would like to tell you all the rules, what are we going to follow during the online meeting. So for the first online meeting, we need to keep ourselves muted until and unless we are told to speak, and also keep yourselves silent mostly whenever there are any disturbances are not happening. Okay, and also your place, restrooms, or wherever you are. So you can, without disturbing anyone, you can mute yourself as well as you can also keep the camera closed and you can go out and come back. But at times we do encourage members and guests to keep their camera open so that we can have the meeting engaged throughout. Yes, and you all feel free to use emoticons, happy modes, everything wherever you are. And yeah. Well, now I would like to hand over the stage to our president. Before handing over, I would like to remind ourselves why are we here in this Toastmasters meeting by saying out the mission of our Toastmasters Club. So I will read it out and you all can repeat it after me if you all can. I mean, you can let it be on the silent mode itself. So I'll be reading it out. We provide a supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With that, I declare that this meeting is open, and without any further ado, I would like to give the stage to our club president, that is none other than our dashing DTM Bindu John.
Please give a big round of applause to our Sergeant at Arms, Acting Sergeant at Arms, and thank you, DTM Suhan, for opening the meeting today. Before we begin the meeting, I would like to thank all the guests who are here today, especially guests who have joined us from across the globe. We do have people who have joined us from neighboring countries as well as other countries as well. But before that, before I move into the essence of what Toastmasters is all about, can I please ask our VP Education, DTM Suhan, is there any change to the agenda, any amendments to the agenda, except the fact that you stood in as a acting sergeant at arms? Any changes?
Well, as of now, there
Venkat
are
is
no
joining.
changes.
He will join in 2 minutes. He has just messaged me.
Okay. Other than that, there are no other changes.
Okay.
I have
So
joined.
can we adopt?
Thank you.
Thank you, Venkat. Thank you for joining. So can we adopt the agenda as it is then?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you so much, DTM Suhan. Right. So for the benefit of the guests, and it's wonderful to see one of our members, Abdul Abubakar Siddiq. Thank you so much for joining us after a very long time. It's very good to have you and happy to see you. There are a number of other guests as well. For the benefit of the guests, just giving you an overview. I know that many of you are Toastmasters, but if there aren't Toastmasters here, Frank, I'm seeing you again. Thank you so much for joining. Toastmasters is an organization, a non-profit organization, which was founded by a very simple person by the name Ralph Spedley more than 100 years back, to be precise, in 1924. And it gives a platform where we can develop our communication and leadership skills. And how do we develop our communication skills? By participating in public speaking. And it takes away that fear of standing in front of an audience and giving out your speeches. There is a structured program where we follow. So it's actually learned by doing. And with that, we will be able to boost our confidence and become better communicators and leaders. So since we have a number of guests, let me first take a round of guest introduction before we move into the real part of the real essence of what the Toastmasters meeting is all about. I'll start with you, Vivek, and it's again good to have you. Over to you, Vivek.
Thank you, Madam President, fellow Toastmasters. This is Vivek Tilakan, VP Education of WMC Toastmasters. Quite a few of you have been, what do you say? I have seen you in the last DTAC. I know you through photos, and I have interacted with you in one way or the other. But it's for the first time that I'm being a part of Kuwait's Toastmaster Club. The let's say the movement is no less stronger in essence compared to what we see here in Bahrain, and it's a pleasure to be a part of your girl power theme, and I cannot wait to see the kind of resilience you are going to build up and showcase throughout this meeting. Over to you, ma'am. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vivek. Can we hear from you, Frank?
Hello again. My name is Franklin from Kenya, those who doesn't know me. And I'm glad to be here the second time. And I hope things will be going well, as the topic will be going to be discussed. And hope you will enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you very much. We have Matthew with us.
Hello, hi. Thank you for having me here today. Thank you for introduction, Madam President, and for everyone in this group. It is my first time seeing the Toastmasters here in Kuwait. I am familiar with Toastmasters in general. Thank you so much for having me on board. My name is Matthew. I am the founder of Savan Corp, and I hope to see such a beautiful presentation today. And I'm excited to hear from the speakers and get to see how the Toastmasters Kuwait chapter operates. Have an amazing and lovely presentation ahead.
Thank you so much, Matthew. Which country are you joining us from?
I am currently residing in Kuwait at the moment.
You are in Kuwait. All right. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. And last but not the least, no, we do have a few more people. Abu Bakr Siddiq.
Hello, hi, all. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for inviting me for this meeting. It's been quite long time. For the people who doesn't know me, I was a part of Desert Pioneers, our club. So I was out of country for a long time due to an injury. Alhamdulillah, I'm back. Inshallah, I'm hoping to be part of the team and looking forward to the wonderful topic. Inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abu Bakr. In spite of your injury, your surgery, and all the health issues that you had, it's good to see that you are resilient enough and come back to our 534th meeting. And we are looking forward to having you as a member very soon. We also have our evaluator, one of our evaluators, Venkat, from Venkatakrishna Nurani from Dreamweavers Toastmasters Club. Venkat?
Yes. Hello, good evening all. Today's topic, the power, girl power. The power itself is so powerful. Add girls to it, it is going to be an amazing. I look forward for it.
Thank you so much, Venkat. And we have one more person who has named himself as a iPhone. Okay, now it's changed to Zoom user. Is that the host or is it a guest? Zoom user.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes.
Oh,
Change it.
KM. Yes, good evening.
Good
to have
evening.
you, KM.
This is DTM Jahangir Khan from Kingdom of Bahrain, Bahrain Elite Speakers Toastmasters Club.
Wow.
Yes, that's me. Good to connect with Desert Pioneer. It's blessing in disguise that we are having virtual meeting, and good to connect with leaders of great Toastmaster Club I'm a big fan of. Good to be here and looking forward to a wonderful meeting in which we are celebrating women.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
DTM
DTM Jahangir. Thank you very
Most
much
welcome.
for joining
Looking
our
forward.
meeting.
Most welcome.
Thank you
I'll
very
be around.
much. And please, if you don't mind, change your name to
I'm doing
DTM
that.
Jahangir.
I'm doing that.
Thank you so much. Oh, and it's what a wonderful pleasure here to have our district director, DTM Khalid Jalal. Can we please give a standing ovation, not standing, sitting ovation? Over to you.
Hello, everyone. It's great to see all the ladies are together today. Just like DTM Jahangir was talking earlier. It's good to see all of you, so ladies power, and we're all excited to see all the ladies together. And let's see, the ladies are rocking. All the best today.
Thank you so much, District Director, for joining our meeting. Really appreciate. We do have KM, DTM KM. Over to you.
Hello. Hello, Desert Pioneers, Girl Power. Good evening to you all.
Hello.
I am Toastmaster KM Thomas, member of Bahrain Medical Fraternity Toastmasters. So glad to meet you all with this Girl Power. Back to you, Toastmaster Bindu.
You to DTM KM. And we really love that you have joined our meeting today. I think we are done with the guests so far. Can we please, while we are all still here, take a group photo right now? If you could just open your cameras for a second, if we could just take a group photo. We will still have a group photo later on. But if you don't mind, put on your cameras for just a second. And can we just take a group photo? Is it done, Suhan? Who is taking it? I don't know.
I hope. Yeah.
The question is, who is taking the photo?
I'm just gonna take a screenshot and upload it.
All
Carry on,
right.
I took it. I will forward.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much then. Thank you all. All right. With that, when we have more guests, we will have an introduction then. With that, I would like to introduce you to a young, vibrant, energetic person who is none other than our current VP PR. And she's got a magic touch to every poster that you see that's been circulating of Desert Pioneers. Not just circulars, but if you see if any one of you has gone through our newsletters that we publish every quarter, all the designs that you see there are the magic touch of Toastmaster Nooran. And she is going to take us through an exciting team, which is Girl Power. And I hand over the virtual stage to our beautiful Toastmaster Nooran. Please give her a big round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you. Right. Let me just share the screen first. And share. Oops. I guess you just saw my WhatsApp chats. All right. Okay. Think of the most resilient person you know. And I bet you it is a woman. It could be your mother. It could be your colleague. It could be your sister. It could be a famous celebrity that whose movies you liked. It could be a famous activist. It could be even a cousin, a female cousin. It could be many, many females. Let's take our mother, for example. Our mother is a therapist, the one who takes care of us, the one who spent sleepless nights nurturing us, the one who spent sleepless nights listening to our problems, the one who made sure that we were well fed, the one who made sure we were also finding. Sorry about that. All right, the one who also made sure that we had food on our table, the one who made sure that we were all in all well taken care of. I'm sure you all agree that our mothers are quite the strongest females we've known, quite the strongest women we've known, the pillars of strength, actually. But strength has many incarnations. It could be our mother, for example, as I just explained. It could also be an activist. Is anyone familiar with this activist here?
Yes, the lady from Germany, right?
Greta.
Forgot her
Greta,
name.
Greta
Greta,
Thunberg.
Yes, Greta. Yeah.
Greta, yes. She is the very
From
person
Sweden, I think.
Yes, she's from Switzerland. She is the very person who went and on freedom flotilla to for the Palestinians who are suffering from the occupation. She is the one who stands up for human rights. I want you all to tell me who these two lovely women are. Anyone knows?
I know they're pretty.
All right. Let me introduce you to these lovely women. So, these two lovely women are Bisan Oda and Plastia Al-Aqad, two Palestinian women who decided to pick up a camera to have the world see what's going on, to have the world see the terror that's going on in their homes, to have the world see the truth when they've been told that and nobody is going to believe them. Two very brave young women. Now there is something really beautiful about us women. We are not only the ones who keep it together, no, we thrive on stress. We thrive when people tell us that no, we can't do with this, we can't do that because we're women. I mean, how many women do you know are engineers? How many women do you know are doctors? How many women do you know are firefighters? How many women do you know are in the military? Typically, these roles are more believed to be for the men, when no, even women can do this. Even women can be in the military. Even women can fight. Even women can be in the law enforcement career. Even women can be lawyers. Even women can be engineers. I myself have an engineering degree. Even women can be judges. And with that being said, I will now introduce you to our lovely team. So first off, we have our amazing timer, DTM Suhan Abdul Manaf. He basically has to foresee the timing to make sure that this meeting goes pretty smoothly and that everything is in check, so we don't take too long or take too short or not take long enough to do our speeches. So, Suhan, can you please take the stage for me?
Okay, thank you so much, our amazing Toastmaster Nooran Elshiekh. Okay, so as a timer, I'll be displaying the timing screens in front of you. So for now, once you begin with the speeches, I'll show you this photo of Kuwait Tower, and then once you reach the minimum time, I'll be showing the green color. And then once you go to the time between minimum to maximum, it will be showing the yellow card. And then once you go to the maximum time, then I'll be showing the red card. And you will be having 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. So let me just tell you that each speech segment will be having their time slots. Like for prepared speeches, 5 to 7 minutes. Then table topics will be 1 to 2 minutes, and evaluation is going to be for 2 to 3 minutes, and each has 30 seconds grace. And then I'll be showing you the timer screens again once I'm called by the Toastmaster of the day once again. And till then, let's wish him all the best. And back to you. Before I do that, I want to tell you all that once you all start speaking, please pin my screen, or you can have me on the multiple screen as well. Yeah. So let's hope for the best, and back to you.
All right. So, our second role player here is our brilliant accounter. Our brilliant accounter is TM Nooran. His duty is to keep our ahs and ms in check. So TM Elvis, may you please take the stage?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. No, it's been a while. It's been online. The R counter. So what does the R counter do? So I'll give you 4 examples, basically. What I will be letting you know is the filler sound, the filler words, like 2 examples, and I will let you know what you sound like to the world and how things can be done a little bit differently. I will also highlight the people who are excellent sound machines. With that, I'll give it over to you during the evaluation, I will be giving it. So even if you repeat yourself, I'm not going to take it as an echo or as a technical glitch. I will let you know what it's going to be like. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
All right. Now let's see our grammarian. Our lively TM Sam Dahir. He is supposed to keep our grammar in check. All right. TM Sam, may you please take the stage?
Thank you so much, my fellow Toastmaster. Hello, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am very pleased to be the grammarian and the world master for a meeting. Let me explain my roles. My role as a grammarian is to pay attention to the good use of English. I will also introduce the word of the day, which is resilient, and it means to be able to recover quickly for difficulties, to be strong and determined. Some examples are babies are generally far more resilient. That is, new parents realize. Another example, the rubber ball is very resilient and immediately springs back into the shape. I will count how many of you guys use the word of a day and provide my report at the end of a meeting. So good luck to you guys, and back to you, my fellow Toastmaster.
All right. And last but not least, our lovely president, who is our General Evaluator, TM Maricel Manalo. Please let us welcome our lovely TM Maricel Manalo. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. I'm Toastmaster Maricel from Pearl of the Golf Club, and I'm so excited to be your General Evaluator for tonight because I will get to observe your club practices closely, and I will also be facilitating the last segment, which is the evaluation segment. I will call a team to assist me in giving feedback, especially to our speakers, and I will also evaluate the meeting in general. So thank you, and looking forward to an amazing night. Thank you.
All right. And without further ado, let us get to the best part of the speeches of the day. Let us introduce our speakers. So first off, our first speaker for the day, our radiant TM Beta Dahir. And her evaluator is TM Venkata Krishna Noorani. Please let's welcome TM Venkata Krishna Noorani on the stage. To the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster.
You're very welcome.
Let me take you through what they evaluate the purpose of the speech of Toastmaster Beta Daher. The speech purpose is to discuss on experience of being a female in a sexist culture and to inspire the audience to believe in gender equality and recognize that women are equally capable, deserving, and resilient. The purpose of this project is for the member to review the basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present in a well-organized and make it a well-organized speech on the topic. So this is the purpose of the speech and very interesting topic. I leave the topic to the Toastmaster of the day to explain the topic, and we look forward and all the best, Beta Sam.
All right. So TM Beta shall be presenting in her speech, and her title is Equal If Not Better. Equal If Not Better by TM Beta Daher. All right, Beta, the stage is all yours.
Hello, everyone. In 2014, after more than 13 years in the company, climbing the ladder from a junior telecom engineer to a vice president, I received my updated employment contract. Something caught my attention. They were supposed to create HR policy and have new employment contracts, but then it seemed something was off. Some of my benefits had been removed. Family tickets, family health insurance. At first, I assumed it must be a mistake. These benefits were standard for my grade. I already had them. And now they're removed? Then I learned the reason. They were removed because I am a woman. Apparently, if someone in my position were male, those benefits would have been included. But since I was a woman, I was entitled only for self-health insurance and air ticket for myself in this new policy. I was furious. Not because of the benefit themselves, but because of the principle. Because suddenly, after years of proving my capabilities, my gender had become more important than my performance. In that moment, I realized something. I was once again fighting the same battle I was born into. As far as I remember, I grew up hearing a story. When my father learned that his second child, me, was also a girl, he told my mother, if this one was a boy, we wouldn't had to try again for a boy. Now, let me clarify. My father is very liberal. He's very open-minded. He never denied my sister or myself anything. But he just preferred to have one of each, to have one daughter and one son. So, ironically, the third child was a boy, but then always I had this in my mind that my father wished I was a boy. So I worked hard just to prove to him, to prove to the world that a girl could be as good, equal, if not better. So I didn't fall into gender stereotype. I had always short hair because it was practical. I wore shorts because Kuwait summers were very hot and it was more comfortable riding my bike in a short. I studied engineering because I was better at math and physics. Looking back now, I realized the little girl was always resilient. She didn't accept limits placed on her. She didn't wait for permission. She simply kept going. And luckily, I didn't have to fight my parents because as long as I behaved well and I had good grades, we were all equal, the one boy and the two girls. Years later, the resilience followed me into my career. I worked as a telecom engineer. Picture this: a young woman holding a laptop, driving alone to remote exchanges in the middle of nowhere, sometimes arriving after dark or when the exchange is closed, entering sites alone, sitting in the silent equipment room, configuring nodes. When they were midnight calls, I answered. When something broke, I went. Once a fire broke into our office and our main pub in the Liberation Tower, 6th floor. And we went offline for almost a week. That night, they called me in. We all worked nearly 50 hours straight to bring up the nodes and bypass the main pub, which was down. And I didn't complain. As a matter of fact, at that time, I was pregnant on my second. I did not tell them because I wanted to be part of the team. I didn't want them to send me back home. Even Sam, my son, he wasn't even 2 years old. So I proved myself. I didn't say anything. I worked shoulder to shoulder with all the other engineers. And I didn't want anyone to doubt that I can do it. Just because I'm pregnant, I don't have to go back home. At that time, the gender didn't matter. But now, with the new HR policy, suddenly it does. When I got married also, I married a man that I was sure that he is looking for a partner, not for a wife to just cook, clean, and raise kids. We were partners. Someone who respected my career, my ambitions, and my voice. Because equality in life is not about fighting men. It's about choosing people who walk beside you, not ahead of you. Later in life, I faced another test of principle, this time as a mother. When Sam was born, I delivered him in the States, just for him to have an American citizenship. Good or bad, I did that. Later, when I became pregnant with my daughter, things were not so easy. I faced some visa problems. There were complications and uncertainty, and I was determined to solve the problem and to deliver her in the States. Not because the passport is better, for me it is better, but it was about the principle. I didn't want my daughter to ever grow up thinking that I may have taken it easy because she was a girl. I didn't do as much for her as I did for her brother. I didn't want her to think that I gave her less just because she was a girl. Whether being a US citizen is considered a benefit or not, my daughter will never receive less than her brother. Today, I have many roles: a daughter, a sister, an engineer, a wife, and a mother. And as a mother, I now have one mission: to raise my children, both my son and my daughter, to understand one simple truth. Girls do not need permission to be strong. Girls do not need approval to be capable. And girls certainly do not need to prove they deserve equality, because they already do. So when someone removes a benefit because I'm a woman, I will speak up. Not just for myself, but for every girl who is still trying to prove she belongs and she deserves. Because resilient women don't accept less than they deserve. And my daughter will grow up knowing that she is equal, if not better. Thank you.
All right. That was a very lovely speech, I have to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Without further ado, we shall take 1 minute to write our comments for our lovely TM Beta. Right, timer, can you please adjust the time to 1 minute?
Okay, time is up.
All right, everyone, time is up. Now, before I get to the next speech, I just need to add one more thing that I didn't mention. Timer, can you please explain the timing for the speeches?
Okay, yeah,
I'm
thank you.
sorry that I didn't say this at the very beginning of the speech, but
All right, no
yes.
worries. Okay. For the prepared speeches, it's going to be 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5, I'll be showing the green card, and at 6, I'll be showing the yellow card, and at 7, I'll be showing the red card, and you'll have only 30 seconds to wrap up. Thank you, and back to you.
All right, let us get to our second speaker. Toastmaster, our lively Toastmaster, Abdullah Goz, who will be evaluated by our lovely, radiant TM Hanan Halloush, our legend.
Thank you.
Please take the speech. All right.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you very much. So today, the second speaker, Toastmaster Abdullah Ghoz, is delivering his speech from the Presentation Mastery Pathway. This is Level 2, Project 3. And the purpose of his speech is for him to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring, and also he needs to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. The title of his speech is Monitor to Mentor, and it's 5 to 7 minutes speech. All the best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
All right. Without further ado, let us welcome our second speaker, TM Abdullah Ghoz, who will be presenting Monitor to Mentor. Monitor to Mentor, TM Abdullah Ghoz. Right, the stage is yours, buddy.
Hey, thank you, Master of the Day. Okay, let me start now. My powerful ladies and general audience, every time I had to do something that is personal and somehow purposed for others, I've always had this feeling, and this stayed for me for a long time since I was a child. Now, picture the way through. I was only about 18 years old, and this bubbly youngster child, well, 18, yeah, at the age I am right now, 18 is a child. And I go to a Toastmaster club called Active Minds that was in my area, and I try to participate there. And of course, for someone like me who is very unbothered about what other people think when it's something that you do for yourself, I was pretty much not just the youngest one, I was the only one at age where my age was distanced from all the other members in that club. And I just went there to have fun, honestly. As a result, I was pretty on and off during that membership, and I ended up, well, fast forward, a little less than 2 years ago, I take a stroll again around the Toastmasters Kuwait. And I step into Abwab, a lovely club called Desert Pioneers in 2024, just exploring more, Toastmaster availabilities. One of the Toastmaster, Reggie Mohan, was registered there, and he informed me about that club. So I checked it out amongst other ones too. And then the thoughts came again. When something is personal to you, why should it make sense for somebody else? And that is when I stepped in, remembering, okay, I had a previous experience. Now, when I joined Toastmasters when I was 18 years old, there was no language barrier issues. People there thought I spoke great English, so these were not issues for me. So I go to Toastmasters, fast forward from 2012 to 2024. I don't know what General Evaluator is. I don't know what is a Toastmaster of the day. I don't know what these roles are, even though I had my previous knowledge. And that's, I think, what happens when you have too much fun, I guess, at that age. So I go there, and although, fun fact, I didn't consider, for me, the Desert Pioneers to be the club at the top, but something told me this is the place that I should join. There was this last meeting. It was probably my third, so that was the last meeting before I became a member of the Toastmasters. It was a small place at that time in Abwaba, and the general evaluation was the president, Toastmaster Bindu. She was generally evaluating, and I was very focused on every word that she says, and I thought, I want this woman to become my mentor when I join Toastmaster. Now, who am I to say? So I just joined, and I just manifested this energy. So I go in, and I get assigned the mentor. I read the name, and oh, wait, that is not Bindu. And then I thought, wait, if I just keep trying to be a monitor of every situation I'm put through, I will not succeed. My first step, and one of the very reasons I joined Desert Pioneers, was like, trust the process and good things will follow. It only gets better from there. So then is when I got assigned my mentor, Hanan Halloush. And she proved that trusting the process gets you everywhere. I had the best mentor I could ever think of in all the Toastmaster clubs of Kuwait. This is me being the ruthful critic that you know. I've had a lovely time, and unfortunately, there was some time where I took off, so I was not a member for a short period. And then when I came again, my mentor becomes Toastmaster Bindu, because there was a reshuffle, so I did not keep up. What has happened is that throughout that path, when you have a mentor in Toastmaster, especially in the beginning, your mentor is more like a guide. You know how you have a guideline in a book guide or something like this? Imagine you have it as a person. This person will guide you and will help you do things, and you go ask them when you need them. I remember that throughout, childhood to adolescence, I always, how can I say it? When the grown person from you puts you out the corn, it is your job to harvest it. Never saw myself doing good, being under one person for a period of time. I always, take my seeds and flowers all around. This is how I work better. And this is where I go back to a trusting process, and then the manifestation came true, and I had the mentor change. So I continue on thinking how listening to valuable criticism and feedback helped me to be a better listener, and helped me realize how it makes sense for you. Owing it to yourself as a speaker can't get better if you're not a good listener. And even outside, when I started teaching, as a teacher, I did notice myself getting carried away when something is complicated and the students are getting it, And when I say government students in those schools are getting what I'm saying, oh my God, that's a Nobel Prize achievement. And when I see that they're doing very well, I get carried away and I keep explaining more complicated things, and then I tear down what I built up. And this is when I realized more values of critical listening, and how when you're a public speaker, it's okay to have fun, but just understanding your audience and knowing where the listener is coming from will help you monitor how you speak much better, and guided me better as a leader, as an educator in school, and even outside. And that is when I feel very ready to become a mentor and a leader. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
All right, that was an inspiring speech. All right then. We shall take 1 minute to write our evaluations. Timer, please adjust the time to 1 minute. Everything good there?
Time up.
All right. Let's move on to our final prepared speaker. TM Wafiq Anwar, one of the very best speakers I have ever come across. And his evaluator is our beautiful TM Asil Said. Please welcome on stage our lovely evaluator, TM Asil Said.
Hi, Nooran. I like the story that you mentioned in the beginning. Can you write on the chat your name so I can read about it?
All right. I just have to
take your time. My target speaker is embarking on level 3, one of the elective projects. Connecting with a storytelling. To connect with his audience with a small storytelling. He has 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster hand note he has 5 to 7 minutes. His speech title is Like a Chameleon. Like a chameleon. Looks like the speech will be very colorful today. I mean, you all know what chameleons' powers, right? Superpowers. TMOD, over to you.
All right. I shall now introduce our grand finale for the prepared speeches. TM Wafiq Anwar, and his speech title is Like a Chameleon. You picked a really nice title for this one. Like a Chameleon, TM Wafiq Anwar. All right, Wafiq, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Raise your hands if you have non-resiliently annoyed your boss with words. Yes, good that you can relate with me, because once I was at the brink of termination, And that is still the best and the thrilling story of my life. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, 2023, August, Thursday night, 9 p.m. A message pops up in the operations group from the general manager of my previous company. A screenshot and a question. It looked like this. Why is this vehicle in a restricted area? You see the vehicle in the restricted area, right? Immediately or not immediately, after 10 minutes, the same person messaged again. All the members in the group have seen my message, but not one responded. If you don't respond in 10 minutes, I swear that one day salary will be deducted. Everyone started panicking and started giving their answers and perspective. And then my response. I don't know why you swear, but all this time we were doing our job. That's why we couldn't respond. If you want to deduct the salary, we are happy to accept the deduction. Can you imagine someone responding to the GM of the company in such a style? Dangerous, isn't it? Will the GM sit quiet? Not at all. He responded in even stylish way. I am not your friend or buddy. If you have a problem with my swearing, consider yourself in a 90 days notice period. Boom. All this happened before I came to know about the project, understanding your communication style. Then I came to know that there are 4 styles of communication. That is 1, direct, initiative, supportive, and analytical. Toastmasters out there, you can unmute yourself, feel free, and can answer what was the type of response or the style that I used with my GM. Anyone? Direct. Exactly. That's what I came to know from my questionnaire. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, DTM Bindu. Thank you, Abdullah. That is what I came to know from my questionnaire in that project, that I was having a direct communication style, which can be sometimes perceived as impulsive, foolish, or harsh. But now, feel free, anyone, how could I have responded in a better way? Can anyone demonstrate that with how could I messaged him in a better way so that I could have avoided this conflict? Toastmaster Elvis.
Your Majesty, your words are law.
Yes, adding to your point, I would have said in this way, sorry, sir. Thank you for your patience. We understand your concern. The vehicle has supposedly entered the red zone, and this seems a clear violation to the company policy. Hence, kindly advise on further course of action. Can anyone say what was the type of style I used here?
Analytical.
Okay, fine. Let me do it for you. Here I have used or employed supportive, analytical, and initiative with a blend of it all in one together. And that's what I have learned from that project, that how my communication style can impact others and myself, and how at the situation that has happened with me and my boss, how I could have responded in a way that there is less foul air and conflict within us. So, my dear Toastmasters, when you are in such a situation where you think that you need to prove you are right, step back and understand the power dynamics. Keep in your mind, whatever style of communication you have, never outsmart your master. Whether you are a power girl or a power boy, adapt like a chameleon and adopt the right communication style and communicate in a way that your boss is always right. Over to you.
All right, that was a great speech. Honestly, that was a very funny speech. Now, as usual, we have 1 minute silence for any evaluations. Without further ado, timer. Please note the timing. Go. Just turn.
Okay, 1 minute is up.
All right then. We will be taking also 1 minute to vote for the best speaker. Without further ado, let's get started.
Toastmaster today, Toastmaster Nooran, we need to check the timers report for this.
Oh, yes.
All right,
Right.
so
Timer, please tell us the timings of each of the speakers and whether they're all qualified or not.
well, okay, to begin with, Toastmaster Pita had spoken for 8 minutes and 29 seconds. Toastmaster Abdullah, 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Toastmasters Wafiq, 6 minutes and 42 seconds. But when it comes to voting, unfortunately, Toastmaster Pita has been disqualified. Only votes will be given to Abdullah Algoz and Toastmaster Wafiq.
That's
So
sad.
we only need to vote for Toastmaster Abdullah and Toastmaster Wafiq. So I'll be launching the poll right now.
All right.
All right, so poll is launched, so you may begin your voting. So make sure you only vote for Abdullah Algoz and Toastmaster Wafiq. So we have still more to go. Okay, so now I guess I need to close the poll in 3, Toastmaster today.
All right. We shall now move to also one of the most interesting parts in our sessions. Our lovely table topic session. And this session shall be represented by our lovely president, DTM Bindu John. Please let us welcome DTM Bindu John on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nooran. Thank you for that lovely introduction. I will now share my screen. Give me a second. Suhan?
Yes.
Am I able to share screen without any co-host?
You can share. Go to share and do this. Are you able to share?
Trying.
If not, then I'll make you the host. Okay.
Are you able to see my screen?
It's just going. Yeah, now I can see your screen. Great.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for that. All right. So let me just put it on. Okay. So for the benefit of the guests and of course Toastmasters, you all know that our table topics is about impromptu speaking. Speaking on any topic that's given to you. Now, since today's theme is girl power, I've got a few fairy tales that might have been told to you when you were young by anyone in your family, or maybe you have read it yourself or watched a movie. So we've got Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Rapunzel, and also there's a book, Malala's Magic Pencil. Or if you just want general questions, I do have 2 general questions here. And I have got some famous personalities, women personalities, Mother Teresa, Oprah Winfrey, Helen Keller, and we have Maya Angelou as well. So I'm leaving the audience to volunteer. And as you volunteer, pick up what topic you would like to speak on. And based on that, I'll give you the topic. Timer, please note, it's 1 to 2 minutes. And those who are speaking, please pin the timer. Who would like to go first, please? You can unmute and say your name so that, because I can't see the screen now. So please.
I can take the first one.
Yeah, which one is that, Asil?
You said Helen Keller, right?
Yeah, Helen Keller. You would like to go for Helen Keller?
Yes, she's one of my favorites.
Wonderful. All right. The topic for Helen Keller is the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. I'll repeat. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Over to you, Asil.
How often do we hear that someone did something very incredible? I mean, from childhood, we admire heroes like Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, Daredevil. Personally, I was one of them, Spider-Man. I still admire Spider-Man. But there are real-life superheroes. Not all heroes wear cape. When we see something very lovely, like helping someone in tears, feeling sad, whatever reason, you tap on their shoulder. You become the shoulder to cry on. Hey, are you okay? Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry. How do you feel? Do you feel warm inside when you see that someone lending you a hand, some comfort? You feel some warmness? And I don't mean you're the one who needed a comfort, but when you hear someone did something incredible, do you feel warm inside? Table topic master. It is true. You don't have to see it. You can feel it. When you hear a story, real life story. Someone does surgeries. I know a doctor in Egypt, Magdi Yaqub. He does surgeries for free, collecting donations and help. You have not seen him in action, but learning what he does for a living. Do you feel, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard? Do you feel that way? In general, when you hear that someone does something incredible for a living, something you consider heroic, we feel something wonderful. You feel like you want to be just like that person. You don't have to be Batman to be a hero. Ladies and gentlemen, anyone can be heroic. When you see something incredible, you will feel it in your heart, and you don't have to see it. You feel it. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asil. By the way, anyone can attempt this. It's not just for ladies. Anyone can attempt. Can I have someone from the guests? From the guests, anyone? Matthew, would you like to go for a topic? Or Jahangir, DTM Jahangir, Vivek, anyone?
Oh, can you hear me? Oh, so sorry about that. I was just timing back in.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Who would you like to?
Well, so I just pick a random topic and then there's a question and then I comment on the question. Is that the process?
Anyone from what you see on the screen. So we've already done with
Okay.
Helen Keller. So there's still a few more. Anyone?
So a quick question though for the Cinderella, Rapunzel, and Alice in Wonderland. Are we talking about the Brothers Grimm's versions or the Disney versions?
The Disney versions.
Okay, sure. Let's go with Cinderella, I guess.
Okay, Cinderella. There you go. Describe a moment from the story of Cinderella that inspired you. Describe a moment from the story of Cinderella that inspired you.
Okay, it's funny enough, my answer to this comes from the movie Rapunzel more than it actually comes from Cinderella, ironically. Okay, I'll take a moment to gather my thoughts on this. So in the terms of Cinderella, there's a lot to unpack from this story. And usually when I listen to stories or watch movies, I like to see it from multiple points of views. So there's the point of view of the perceived hero of the story, and there's also the point of view of the perceived villain in the story. So in Cinderella, we talk about the stepmother and the two daughters, I believe, of hers that end up becoming her stepsisters. And I'm trying to split the Brothers Grimm part of the story out so it doesn't confuse in both texts. I would say a moment from the story. I cannot say I genuinely cannot say something that I would say caused me inspiration. There were a lot of things there that raised questions. There were a lot of things that raised strategies in a way. But let's say that finding a happy ever after is an inspiration that a lot of people do look towards. And having the sense in the terms of the industry itself, where a fitting ending to a story is seen as a good detachment of, I wouldn't want to say the real world, but our hopes in that aspect. It builds that inner hope in a person that creates inspiration. And depending on how creative a person can open themselves up to be, that inspiration could actually grow and become more in terms of ambition, innovation, and push the person a step further to creating their dreams. So I would say the moment in that story would be how Cinderella comes together with a group of, I would say, friends at this point, to the fairy godmother and the carriage and everything in that aspect to follow up on a plan, trust in their surroundings, and reach a happily ever after, regardless of the context in the situation. Because there's a lot of things that if you're talking about like girl power, it puts Cinderella in the story that doesn't appear much to be in the girl power you guys were talking about earlier. So I don't want to draw conclusions into any of those parts. Apologies if I went too much with time, and I hope my response is good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Any other volunteer for any of the topics? Any other topics?
can.
There are two general. Yes,
I
who's that
can.
now?
DTM
Yes.
Jahangir.
Yeah, which one? DTM Jahangir? There are two general topics as well, if you don't want any of these or these personalities.
Mother Teresa.
Which one? Mother Teresa. Okay. Mother Teresa. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Over to you.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Well, Mother Teresa has taught us a lot, and I believe at the time we are living in, it's always good to reflect on what she has done. And what you just mentioned itself is one of the favorite words which he has said. Not all of us can do great things, but again, can you? Not all of us can do great things.
But we can do small things with great love.
Yes. Okay. Something which comes to my mind is because I have given this example before in many occasions as well. One of my colleagues I work with, he has a beautiful habit. Whenever we go out for inspection, that is my work. So he buys 2 sandwiches. Whatever he's buying on that day, he purchases 2 sandwiches. I learned from him from day one of my work, and I have implemented in my life. He purchases 2 sandwiches. One is for himself, and one is for the next person he sees working on the street, or someone who is working, a construction worker, or whatever it be, whether it be a person standing at the restaurant who is there to purchase something, or if he finds someone, the next person he sees. I asked Majid, his name is Majid, why does he do that? It is something he believes that God gives him back. It's a very small gesture, which he has been doing over 15 plus years. And like you did mention, I personally believe that he lives up to the words of Mother Teresa. It's a small thing which we're doing, which he's doing, but it's adding value in someone's life. It's just some pennies which he's contributing, but definitely he's bringing a smile and he's giving back to the society. So yeah, we all can do such small things, bringing smiles in each other's lives or the person who might need. So yeah, we should all be living up to what Mother Teresa has been saying. Not just that. And one more thing which comes to my mind is another beautiful phrase of her, and that is, kindness is the only language which everyone understands. And so true it is that be kind. That is what I would say, conclude with. Thank you, DTM Bindu.
Thank you, DTM Jahangir. Let's now move on. Anyone else who would like to pick up any of these topics?
Can I go as well?
Yes, Sam. Which one?
I suggest Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. Okay. If you have seen today's agenda, it's actually the quote in today's agenda. It says, think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. Over to you, Sam.
Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I was watching the episodes of Oprah Winfrey. Some of things that she's not afraid that it is failure and it wasn't succeeded. She needs to take another step. Yup, her wish came true. Her greatness speech was very stunning, so impressive, and amazing. Me and my parents watched Oprah Winfrey. She was very resilient of her speech. It's okay to fall, rise in whatever you do, which is very resilient in like a lot of times. I really love her show. Also, when I watched the B movie, Oprah said that the judge is already doing things which is like a failure to a human and a bee, a bumblebee. This is what us and the animals can have different things by stepping into a resilient. This is what you should treat each other and some animals some respect. And back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sam. Could we have other volunteers, please? Anyone from the guests?
DTM Khalid Jalal. DTM Khalid Jalal.
Yes, DTM Khalid Jalal.
Sure, I can go, although I'm in a different meeting as well, but I've muted that.
Okay. Do you want a
I'll
general
go with,
question or any of the personalities?
I'll go with journal.
General. Okay, fine. Go with that. If you could spend a day with a famous woman from history or the present, who would it be and what would you ask her? Or who would it be and why would it be that person? So it's up to you how you answer it. If you could spend a day with a famous woman from history or the present, who would it be and what would you ask her or why would it be that person? Over to you, DTM.
Great topic. Great topic, but there's one small problem. My wife is sitting next to me. If you could spend a day with a famous woman from history or present, who would it be and what would you ask? I think one of the famous women who has inspired everyone in this world is none other than Mother Teresa. And we all spoke about her just before me. If I get a chance to spend some time or a day with her and ask her why you have chosen this path, what has inspired you to choose this path, and what have you benefited and achieved personally? We always do good things for others. We always do good things for the benefit of others. But what is the return we get when we do something good for others? Is it, how do you balance your life when you give to others and when you want to get for yourself? So what is that balance between giving and getting, that self happiness which we get by being that sort of individual? So definitely I'll sit with her and ask her and try to write a detailed book, the benefits of what we get in return in our life, which can purify our soul, which purifies our thinking, our habits, our individuality, that we are supposed to be a person who takes care of not only ourselves, but others. And I believe in when we do something good for others, good comes to us. And if we continue that movement, that momentum, we see a greater world, a world of peace, a world where everyone takes care of each other, a world where we live like a human we're supposed to be. Thank you very much, and back to Toastmaster for the day.
Thank you, DTM Khalid Jalal, and let's hope and pray that humanity and peace prevails. I can take one more last speaker for table topics. Who would like to go for it? Abu Bakr, are you still in the meeting?
Can I go?
Vivek?
Can I go?
Who is that?
Beeta.
Beeta,
I can see Vivek. Vivek, I think he wants to go.
Okay, Vivek then.
Oh
Okay,
no,
Vivek.
I did not really raise my hand for that.
Okay, fine.
But we
Then
raise we're Desert Pioneers, we raise our voice for you. We would like you to participate.
yes,
If
please
no
go
one
ahead,
wants
Vivek.
to go, I can go, Bindu, but if someone else, no problem.
No, Hanan, I'm going.
Okay, then
You
go
go,
ahead,
yeah.
Geeta.
But you already spoke today. You were a speaker.
No, you know why? Because I want to say one thing.
All right, tell me what is your topic, please? Which one would you
Number
like to?
did not like my daughter to watch any of the Disney movies because it gives very bad message. What does it mean that Cinderella doesn't listen to her guardian and she leaves and she comes back home at 12? What does it mean that Rapunzel, she doesn't listen to her mom and she escapes with a boy?
What about Alice?
Even Alice in Wonderland, it was all crazy, nothing is in order. I just don't like the messages these cartoons are giving out.
We all grew up with these cartoons nonetheless. So, do you want to go for a topic, Geeta?
No.
Okay,
It's my
then
turn to
over to
speak.
you.
It's my turn to speak. I will pick a topic. She already spoke.
By the
All
way,
right,
Over to you.
please go ahead.
if you don't mind me
Okay.
jumping in real quick to something that Peter just said, this is why when I ended on Cinderella, I was saying about the
Okay,
connection
this
between
is
the Disney
table.
stuff and
Hold on. This is table topic session. We cannot have these discussions now. Hanan, would you like to choose a topic?
I can't go? Okay.
Yes. I will go with Alice.
Alice in Wonderland. Okay.
Yeah.
What Alice in Wonderland says is, from Alice in Wonderland, Alice's curiosity leads her to extraordinary adventures. Share an experience where your curiosity led you to a discovery. So from Alice in Wonderland, Alice's curiosity leads her to extraordinary adventures. Share an experience where your curiosity led you to a discovery. Over to you.
Thank you, table topic master. I do agree with Beta. When I was a child, I loved Disney movies. But again, as you grow up, you become aware of the hidden messages that you don't want to pass to your children. Curiosity has always been a drive in my life. But nowadays, the curiosity, after what's happening now, the situation in the region, the routine we used to get bored from or hate. Oh my God, every day I have to wake up in the morning and then go back to my home, do whatever home task I need to do, then go back and attend Toastmasters meeting. This routine is being missed now. Unfortunately, we are being thrown into a vague, a confusion we are not known for. Curiosity is there, but unfortunately, you can only think of your day, day by day. There is no future here because things are not clear, things are not known to any one of us. But again, as Toastmasters, we have to be curious. That's why we are now here in the online meeting. We didn't stop attending Toastmaster meetings because of the region situation. No, we wanted to continue the learning. We wanted to continue our curiosity and indulging into new learnings. That's why we have shifted resiliently from the face-to-face meetings into the online. I believe in our life, whatever the situation you are put in, especially now, you have to keep positive. You have to keep your life always eager to know what's coming next. Always put plan A and B. Always try to try new things. And one of the things we are now trying again after the corona is the online. So trying new things, keeping your curiosity is the best way for you to learn more and more. Back to you. Thank you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanan. And with that, I end this session. Let us hope, and as said by many of us, let's be resilient enough and hope that the situation gets better and we go back to our normal life. So with that, timer, please could you let me know if the table topic speakers qualified, and if they did, can we have the poll as well, please?
Okay, thank you so much, table topic master DTM Bindu John. Well, all the speakers are qualified. That
Wow,
is
that's
Toastmaster
good. Thank you.
Guest Matthew, to DTM Jahangir, Toastmaster Sam, DTM Khalid Jalal, and Toastmaster Hannah. So let's
Can
see
we have the poll?
1, 2, 3. And it's launched. Oh, they have not put the choice in here. I think there's some thing to do. Or else you can do one thing. You can personally, you can send a private message to me then. Whom do you
Yeah.
like to vote? Because
Yeah, we'll
it's-
do that.
Yeah.
No beta? It was nice women these days telling other girls what to do, you know?
Yeah. Or Suhan, maybe you can do the draw again after the evaluation. Maybe someone, the IT moderator, can just adjust the names.
Okay, that's also a good idea. Then, okay, so we can do that way also.
All right. Thank you, DTM Swan. We'll have the polls later on. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Nooran.
All right. All in all, as you've seen here, resilience isn't just one entity. Resilience can be a mother taking care of her kids, a sister taking care of her siblings, or even her older siblings. Resilience can be a teenage girl standing up against the injustices that are happening in this world. Resilience can be two journalists who want to show the truth to the world, as the world is blind to it. And also, everyone here has shown another entity of resilience. With a great speech is made by TM Beta, and also great speech is made by a TM Asil Said. I thank all of these lovely women, and also our dear President DTM Bindu, who conducted the table topics session very beautifully. I think all of us women, we did show another face to resilience. And without further ado, we shall get to the general evaluation and session.
Yeah, thank you so much to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nooran. So, in the spirit of girl power, I'm Toastmaster Maricel, and I will be leading the general evaluation segment. So, in every Toastmaster's journey, there's going to be specific goals to accomplish. So, each of us have those specific aims to accomplish those communication and leadership skills that we want to have or develop. And we learn this by completing tasks and projects outlined in the Toastmasters pathways through speech delivery or by taking meeting roles. Now, the question is, how could we know that we have achieved those goals? Ladies and gentlemen, that's where the evaluations comes in. Awareness is power, and feedback from a safe and supportive environment are major contributors to our professional and even personal growth. Our aim is to help every speaker become less self-conscious, more confident, and effective. We will acknowledge here what was done well, and we'll also share some tips and advices for future enhancements. So, are you all ready to be empowered? Ready? Okay. Yes, so we will move forward to the evaluations of our prepared speeches. Let me call on first our timer to give us the timing rules for the evaluators. DTM Swan.
Yeah, thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Maricel Manalo. Okay, now for evaluation, okay, your timing is going to be for 2 to 3 minutes. At 2, I'll be showing the green, and at 2.5, I'll be showing the yellow, and at 3, I'll be showing the red, and you will have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. And this applies for our counter and grammarian as well. Thank you, and over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much to our dear timer. So, ladies and gents, without further ado, help me welcome our first evaluator for tonight, Toastmaster Venkata Krishnan, to evaluate the speech delivered by Toastmaster Bita Dahir. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. Equality is not about walking ahead of you, rather walking besides you. Girls do not need approval. They deserve equality. What a message from Toastmaster Beta, the girls' power amplified the topic of the day. The speech amplified the girls' message. Generally, whenever we talk about speeches, we look for motivation outside. Very rarely we see them. But my target speaker talked about her own life as a motivation. It started from a childhood journey, moved to the work experience, and to the marriage, where at each point in time, she continuously kept on delivering the message, whatever I told, the message which I mentioned in the beginning, that equality is one of the most important factor. What is the most important aspect in the speech? It had the beginning. It had a very profound message as a subject, and a classic ending, again repeating the topic, girls do not need approval, they deserve equality. The message was, the topic was directly to the point of the, where she mentioned, she started flowing, actually it was a very smooth flow from the beginning to the end. The structure was beautifully crafted and delivered. One thing, there are certain factors, 3 factors I would say, which could have improved or made the speech better. One, her struggles. It was very motivating to hear how she overcome that HR factor. Probably I was waiting for a clue where we can also see that if HR, we can get some additional pay from the HR. So that kind of what was done to overcome that would have been a more inspirational factor. The pauses would have been, when she mentioned that, I realized something. I was waiting. What was she going to talk about? But then immediately came the next sentence. The pauses, along with the emotion at each, the HR did some sore injustice, would have made a whole difference to the speech. The time is yours, the girls, yesterday, today, tomorrow. But this is a Toastmasters meeting. We have to keep up the time. This is the third point which I would like to elaborate. I would like to conclude the wonderful message or the wonderful congratulate Toastmaster Beta Sam on completing her project. I would like to conclude it saying, Yatra naryastu pujyande ramande tatra devataha. That means where women are revered and honored, diversity resides there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Venkata, our first evaluator, for that very insightful feedback. I'm sure that many of us here have learned something new from that. So we will now proceed to our second evaluator. Okay, so we will now call upon Toastmaster Hanan Haloush to share her feedback on the speech delivered by our second speaker, Toastmaster Abdullah Algus. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Hanan.
Thank you. Thank you very much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Maricel. So the speaker, Toastmaster Abdullah, took us today in a journey, let's say an evolving journey, from him monitoring other mentors into becoming himself a mentor. I loved the strong opening when he was saying, if. Even I've noticed some of the attendees here open their cameras and they were wondering, this guy is coming here to fight or to deliver a speech? So that was a very strong opening from your side. I loved how dynamic you were and you were able to engage us using also your personal story, a journey from attending as a youth in Toastmaster and then gradually taking a gap and then gradually attending and committing yourself. I loved your storytelling technique, which was able to entertain us. And then you completed your speech with lessons. The lessons were, in order for you to become good mentor, you have to trust the process and also you have to work on your listening skills. Thank you for all these lessons. Now, allow me to just give you some areas of improvement, because any speaker, as you have evolved as a mentor, I'm also going to recommend some of the improvements for you to evolve as a speaker. Now, from the beginning, when I mentioned the purpose of your speeches, one of the main purposes was for you to share how Toastmaster envision mentorship. And this was missing in your speech. You were talking about your own experience joining Toastmasters and becoming a mentor. Maybe you've mentioned it a little bit, but this was the main purpose in your speech. You could have mentioned the first line in the club mission is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience. And this is exactly how Toastmaster envision mentorship. Now, and online, since I don't want to jinx here, but maybe we'll be doing some few upcoming online meetings. One of the things you need to learn in online meeting is to focus your eyes on the camera. Because in this case, you'll be talking to the audience, but giving your eye contact to the sides will give an indication that you are not paying attention to your audience. This is the first thing I learned when I attended online meetings during the Corona times. And that's why I'm just giving this to you. Now, the other thing is also, you only spoke about one story, which is your story as a Toastmaster. Maybe you could have also enhanced your journey, or because you needed to share your aspects of your journey as a protege. Toastmaster always encourage us to take whatever we learn in Toastmaster into our personal life. So maybe you could have shared some personal story for you as a protege or even as a mentor, because again, you have become a mentor and now you are mentoring some people maybe in your personal life. Call of action was also missing in your speech. I wanted you to tell me exactly the steps I need to follow to become a good protege. You mentioned be a good listener. Okay, again, what else? What can I also do? Maybe now you have become a good mentor. How can I become a good mentor for my proteges? Overall, thank you for your speech. I loved it. Just work on the areas of improvement, and I'm sure you evolve as a speaker as well. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hanan, for your intuitive feedback and for sharing your expertise and those essential tips to all of us as well. Yes, we have to agree that we have to revisit our skills in handling online platforms. So eye contact is really difficult nowadays because our tendency is to look at the eye. But when you're seeing this screen here, the eye is not the people on the screen. It is going to be the camera on your laptop or your device. So that's the trick there. So let's just revisit some of those skills that we also practiced during Corona. And now we will go to our last but not the least evaluator for tonight. Let's all welcome the third evaluator, Toastmaster Asil Aside, to present the evaluation on the speech delivered by Toastmaster Wafiq Anwar. Everyone, please welcome Toastmaster Asil.
Toastmaster Asil?
Yeah. Yeah. Toastmaster Asil,
You called?
the screen is, yes, the screen is yours.
Sorry, I did not hear it. Hold on a second. The volume was not loud, so I did not hear. My mistake. Like a chameleon. We all know how chameleon works. They camouflage. hide, making the color the same as the background so no enemy can see it. That's how Toastmaster Wafiq used a simile. You will notice I did not say metaphor. Difference between metaphor and simile. Simile we say like and as. But no time for English lessons. I like the title. Like a chameleon. I felt like there's going to be some sneak attack. He took us on a time machine, a flashback. 2023. Since 3 years or 2 years and a half. Since he said it's August, so I say 2 years and a half. A flashback. Wow, what a powerful PowerPoint he used to describe it. Make us feel what's happening, like it's happening right there at this very moment. Like it's not a flashback. It's like we're watching it happening all over again. So realistic. I noticed the stage movement. Even though it was an online meeting, I noticed he went back, forward, a little bit right and left. Even if it is online, whether it's online or physical, we use movement to connect with audience. So Mr. Wafiq did a good job. Hand gesture. There was so much hand gesture, and we all know how powerful hand gesture is. It connects us with so much emotions. Since he was working on like a communication style, that's what he told me personally between me and him. I can feel there was a bit of communication style, especially the screenshot of the WhatsApp. Normally it's supposed to be a message, but it felt like a group message. Only one small area of improvement. Even though you had stage movement, I felt you were looking only this way. Yes, I know it's online, but when connect with audience, you can like left or right, like a physical one, because you have so many online audience. Like physical and online, you connect with eye contact. All in all, your speech was incredible. We felt your powerful story. Yes, it was a nice communication style, amazing PowerPoint, awesome hand gesture, and connect with your audience was excellent. Just make it even more excellent with eye contact. And I'll see you again with your next powerful speech next time. Back to you.
Thank you so much to our third evaluator, Toastmaster Elshiekh, for that well-structured and constructive feedback. Kudos to our three amazing speakers tonight for your commitment to level up, and of course to our remarkable evaluators for their keen attention to details, which I'm sure the speakers or give the speakers, even all of us, the motivation to do better in our future speeches. Now, having said that, let us now vote for the best evaluator in tonight's meeting. To recap, the first evaluator was Toastmaster Venkata, second evaluator was Toastmaster Hanan, and third evaluator was Toastmaster Asil. So DTM Suhan, can you please do the honors?
Okay, thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Maricel. Okay, so I just like to inform you all that actually during Toastmasters Hanan's evaluation, there was a technical difficulty from my side. So keeping that thing away, I would like to request that we all need to vote for all the evaluators in this. So actually it wasn't her side disqualification, it was just that there was a technical issue happened from my side. So for that reason, I want to, qualify her for voting. So
Okay,
so
everyone's qualified.
yes, so everyone's qualified here. So I want to launch the poll for the best evaluator, and it's done. One,
Yes,
two,
good
three.
luck and may the best. Yes, good luck and may the best evaluator win. Okay, so I believe everyone has voted for the best evaluator for tonight. Can you please confirm, DTM Swan, if everyone has voted? We can now close the poll and proceed.
Okay, so we closed in 1, 2, and 3.
Yes. Thank you
Okay.
so much to our, yes, DTM Swan for that assistance. Okay, so as we all know, the evaluation segment won't be complete without hearing the reports from our tag team, the timer, the L counter, and the grammarian. So let us start with the busiest person this evening, our timer. Let's call back DTM Swan for his report on the timing rules.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Timer. Okay, so I have already announced for prepared speeches in the beginning. So I'll start with the table topics and who is starting. Okay, Toastmaster Asil, 2 minutes 10 seconds. Guest Matthew, 2 minutes 10 seconds. DTM Jahangir, 2 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Sam, 2 minutes 18 seconds. DTM Khalid Jalal, 2 minutes 9 seconds. Toastmaster Hanan, again 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Okay, and for speech evaluation, Venkatakrishnan was 3 minutes 12 seconds, and Toastmaster Hanan was actually, it was coming to 4, but it was again, as I said, it was my mistakes which I didn't take care of, so she is qualified again. And Toastmaster Rasil is 2 minutes and 57 seconds.
Thank you so much to our dear timer, DTM Soan. Shall we vote now for the best table topics, or should we do that later? Can we vote for that now?
Sorry again?
Shall we vote for the best table topic speaker now?
Okay, but the problem is that I'm not able to recreate this poll again because of some technical issue here. So I think they all need to vote to me personally once again. And that IT guy.
So everyone will just send you a message on the winner or the best table topic speaker that they want to win. So private message to DTM Suan. Okay. So I guess that's resolved. Thank you so much. So we will now proceed to hear from our all-counter Toastmaster Elvis Nooran. Please share your report for tonight. Toastmaster Elvis, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maricel. I wish I was getting paid and my job was like this, where I don't have to do much and still get a full salary. I have to say that I'm attending an online meeting after a long time, so there were times that I forgot I was the counter briefly. Now, and here's my report. Toastmaster Beta, I was captivated by your speech. I did not realize it is 8 minutes, but the amount of, my job, our counter, I couldn't find any. Toastmaster Abdullah, just 1 R is what I could find. Toastmaster Wafik, I couldn't find any. Now, I do have to apologize when it came to table topics. Toastmaster Matthew and Jahangir, I did forget. For some reason, I got kind of spaced out and I forgot I was the R counter. But I did come back to my reality and I paid attention when Sam started speaking. Sam, although your speech wasn't smooth, I couldn't find, because you had a habit of previously of many ahs and ums, but I couldn't find. You held yourself well. Only thing, your speech was not smooth. But my job is to find ahs and ums, which I couldn't find any. Khalid Jalal, none. Hanan, none. And I was paying attention, people. Toastmaster, I was paying attention. Venkat had 1 ah that I could find. Because Venkat speaks really fast, but so I was really, really paying attention. Hanan, when you spoke this time, what I was able to find is that you had 0. And finally, Asil, once again nil. So yeah, I wish my job was like this. Other people do a good job. I don't have to work. Yeah, and of course I'm allowed to dream a little bit. Over to you.
Thank you so much to our counter Toastmaster Elvis. Yes, that's indeed one of the challenge of being a role player. Sometimes you forget that you have a task at hand when you become so absorbed with the speeches, right? Okay, so having said that, let's hear from our grammarian for tonight, Toastmaster Sam Daher. Please share your report for us. Thank you. Over.
Thank you so much. Most of the Toastmasters and guests did very well. Bindu used 2 resilience. Becker used 1. Beta, which is my mom, who already did 2 resilience. Wafiq 1. Me, for sure, 3 resilience. And imagine I use 2, which is equals to 5. Hanan and Nooran, 1 resilient. Unfortunately for Vin and Khalid, Matthew, Jahangir, Asil, and Abdullah the Goose, I didn't find any. Hanan, your words is amazing. You have to keep positive. This is what I'm impressed of the words. I suggest prepared speakers to practice to include the word of the day. It will also help the table topic speakers like me to keep the word of the day in front of their eyes and try to use it. Back to you.
Thank you so much to our grammarian for tonight, Toastmaster Sam, for that very comprehensive report. And yes, we all should be resilient in all our speeches, right? And all the things that we're going through in life right now. So thank you to our tag team once again, and to all the wonderful role players for tonight. And now, as your general evaluator, I will also share some comments. My task actually started long before the meeting even started. And speaking about start, I'm so impressed to note that necessary arrangements prior to the meeting were carefully well prepared ahead of time. So the creation of a lovely poster, the drafting of a well-organized agenda, the distribution of those actively in social media invites. This is indeed important for the club exposure and also to attract the guest. As for the meeting proper tonight, we began at 7:01, which is considerable. 1 minute, it's fine. It's also nice to note that the time allotted for each meeting segment were closely followed as much as possible as per the agenda. So great job on the time management. Kudos to our Toastmaster of the day and timer for monitoring the time that we spend in the segments. The last minute changes were made for the Surgeon at Arms who was not present at that time. And of course, we have a member who stepped in, and that's what Toastmaster is all about, being a leader, being able to step in when you are needed. And the call to order protocols were gracefully handled by our club president, DTM Bindu. The guests were warmly introduced and welcomed, and short introductions were made so that we can get to know each other and create a comfortable environment for everyone. And again, this is a nice platform being online since anyone from the other parts of the world can join in this meeting. Considering again that it's online, having a uniform virtual background is a lovely touch. The technicalities, on the other hand, however, are the biggest challenges. And I appreciate everyone for doing their best to adapt. And again, we have to revisit some of the skills that we applied during the pandemic. So let's just do that again, because we don't know when this crisis will end. So hopefully very soon, but still we need these skills, right? So we could have done a more seamless and maybe smoother transitions with the sharing of screens and presentations if maybe a dry run was done by the presenters. So my tip here is that you can open a Zoom meeting by yourself and and you can join with another device using your mobile phone, for example, so that you can see how you share the screen, so that it's going to be seamless and faster and more better for time management. Okay, so maybe those things that we just need to revisit and practice. As for the meeting theme, I love it, of course. Girl power. It is endearing, inspiring, and very much appropriate for this month, in line with the International Women's Day celebration as well as the Arab Mother's Day celebration. And though our celebrations may be a little bit muted due to the ongoing circumstances, your club, Desert Pioneers, still show that women must be greatly appreciated and honored. So thank you for all of you. The table topic segment was lively, interactive, and filled with fresh and meaningful perspectives. Kudos to the table topics master for the very engaging session. And yes, everyone was so excited to jump in. The table topics master has to remind everyone of the order. The speakers, on the other hand, were impassioned and graciously shared their personal stories, each carrying powerful lessons which we all can learn from. Evaluators are very analytical, but at the same time full of heart, which is the legacy of Toastmasters. The tag team fulfilled their roles responsibly and incredibly as well. And special acknowledgement goes to the speakers who refuse to be confined to their chairs. Even though this is an online platform, I saw some speakers who bravely stood up and showed us that body language should not be ignored during the online session. So thank you so much. I believe Toastmaster Asil and Toastmaster Wafiq for that. So let's remind each other that we still have to practice those skills, even we're just doing this in the screen. Okay, so overall, I can say the meeting atmosphere was warm, supporting, and uplifting, which we truly need nowadays. All participants tonight were indeed participative, whether in speaking or chatting, and our diverse views and unique perspectives made the meeting truly interesting. And I'm so honored to be here. So let's remind each other that in these challenging and uncertain times, it's good to be reminded that life must go on, and we should not let go of our dreams and pursuit of our goals. The Desert Pioneers Club has indeed proven resilience, being a safe and wonderful platform for growth while fostering a strong sense of community. Thank you everyone for inviting me, and that concludes the evaluation segment. Let's welcome back our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nooran. The screen is yours.
Nooran, you're muted.
Toastmaster Nooran, back to you.
I am so sorry. All right. That was a very lovely meeting. Does everyone agree?
Yes.
What is it? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yes.
Louder.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Show the
A
power.
resounding yes.
Yes.
But don't you all love this energy that we have shown, that resilience that most of us have shown, not only from the women, from the guys too?
Very true.
Why am I not hearing anything?
Kudos to the gentlemen. Kudos to the gentlemen as well.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys are included too. Just because you're not women doesn't mean that we get to single you out.
Because everyone is equal.
Yes. What Beta
I
just said, everyone is equal.
I just feel outed and misgendered in a lot of things, but that's okay. Yeah, keep going.
Well, I try. But all of us have shown resilience, just as much as our famous women, such as Oprah, such as Mother Teresa. Each and every one of us has shown resilience in a way. And with that, I will now move to the next part and the last part of this meeting, the awards distribution ceremony. Right. Let's get to it. Let's figure out who the winners are.
Yeah, actually, you're supposed to use the stage to...
Now I shall call on stage our lovely president, DTM Bindu John.
Thank you
Please,
so much.
let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nooran, for taking us through that theme, Girl Power. Can you please give her a big round of applause, a virtual round of applause, please? Thank you so much. And DTM Sohan, since you have the results, please take the honors of announcing the results rather than sending it to me. Go ahead.
Well, this is one of the toughest jobs I always get to do here. All right. Now let me begin with our best evaluator. Any guesses? Anyone? You all can unmute yourself now. Okay, someone's pointing someone. Anyway, so I think I have to announce the best evaluator, and the best evaluator is, again by default, Toastmaster Hanan Halouj.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Wait,
and
yes, I knew it.
yes. And the best table topic speaker, any guesses now? Now I need guesses. You have to
Everyone
scream.
was good. Everyone was good.
You can unmute yourself.
Beta.
Director.
Okay. Well, sorry, your guesses were there, but there was a very close competition between two DTMs, and that too from Bahrain. And it was a really tough choice to do, but I do had to take the help from the tiebreaker judge, which happened to be someone that helped me choose the winner, and that winner is none other than DTM Jahangir Khan. DTM
Thank
Jahangir
you.
Khan.
Thank you. So basically, Mother Teresa won once again.
I gave those guys a chance. I'm not going to be so jealous.
All right. Lastly, but the best speaker. And any guess for the best speaker? Anyone? I think no one wants to guess. Anyways, I have to do this. It's none other than Toastmaster Wafiq Anwar. Congratulations to all the winners. Okay, and with this, I would like to announce something additional. So I want to congratulate Toastmaster Wafiq Anwar as well as Toastmaster Abdullah Algoz for completing their level 2 projects. And because of their accomplishment, I would like to say that our club has become President Distinguished. So now I can say that I am quite relieved and my education goals are complete. Well, my job is still incomplete. Why? Because we need to aim for Smedley Distinguished Club this time. And thanks to our district director, TTM Khalid Jalal, who has placed this request for extending the deadline due to this current situation. And let's hope that we, all of us, meet together and get the and achieve this Smedley Distinguished Award for our club for this term. Thank you so much, everyone. And I would like to pass the stage back to our lovely girl power president, that is DTM Bindu John.
Thank you, DTM Sohan, and definitely wonderful news for all of us that we are President Distinguished. We do find a ray of hope that the things will change, and with the membership fees renewal being extended, we'll still have more members in the club renewing, so that we achieve that Smedley Distinguished as well. I would like to wrap up, as we are already 5 minutes overdue, by taking a few feedback, and please, if you could just make it quick. I apologize that we have to make it quick. So can I please take a 30-second feedback from our guests as to how you felt our meeting was today? I'll start with you, Vivek. I think you were on and off.
I was on and off, but whether I was on, whether I was off, there's no denying that the warmth of the club stayed intact. I like that. What do you say? A very warm sense of. It's like being in the lobby or a fireside chat of a group that is very familiar with each other. That is what I felt throughout all of your interactions, and in your speakers you had different temperaments of speaking that I've seen, and that actually shows how comfortable you are in expressing your diverse views, very strong views, very divergent views, and I enjoyed myself. Thank you for the invite, and over to you.
Thank you, Vivek. Thank you for joining us and looking forward to having you for our future meetings. Let me hear from Kimberly. It's been a long time since we've had you. Kimberly?
Yeah, it's good to be here, and it's wonderful to see that online that the quality of the experience is still very high. And I have to say that this is convenient. I'm not in Kuwait right now. So when I saw the message that it was going to be online, I was like, yippee. It's just that I'm in a different time zone. So coming a little late because of the difference in the time zone. But I'm really, really happy to be here and glad to see everyone here at the meeting.
Thank you, Kimberly, and lovely to have you. DTM Jahangir?
Hello, everyone. DTM Bindu. To all the club leaders, firstly, congratulations for President Distinguished. All of us look up to Desert Pioneer. I personally look up to it, especially when it comes to the PR game of this club. And it's always good to learn new things from this club. Once again, the meeting was excellent. Loved the speeches, like my good friend Vivek did mention, that how versatile this club always has been. So it's always good to be here, attend. Unfortunately, we come when it's COVID. I get to attend during COVID times when it is online setup, but always a pleasure to be here. And once again, a wonderful meeting. A lot to be taken back home to my home club, because we are still struggling to go back to the online meeting, but you did it really well. So thank you so much for having me. Looking forward to see you again.
Thank you, DTM Jahangir. And we are also looking forward to having you. It was Frank, our guest Frank.
Yes, I'm very honored to be here, as I will say the second time. From the first meeting to this one, the second. I think I'm learning new words every day. And according to the topic, the girl power has made me contemplate also on my mother also, because she is also one of the person who has shown very much resilience to the family also. And now I was thinking about it, so I'm very honored to be here every time. So I'll still be here with you guys. So thank you. And
thank you.
Continue.
Thank you, Frank. And always we look forward to having you. Matthew, over to you. 30 seconds, please, Matthew.
Will do. Thank you. It is interesting to see how the meeting was structured and how it flowed. Additionally, hearing the perspective of the speakers on various topics has been enlightening. I appreciate that you have allowed me to share this experience with you all. Thank you very much, and all the best. Stay positively resilient.
Thank you. And of course, when we go back to our physical meetings, hopefully very soon, please come join us.
It would be my absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for extending the invitation.
Thank you so much. And last but not the least, our District Director, DTM Khalid Jalal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bindu. It was amazing to be part of today's meeting, especially the theme you have brought in. We all love to attend in-person meeting, but due to situation, and we are online, and that's an opportunity we got that from Bahrain. We're able to connect to Kuwait, and globally, everyone is connecting and enjoying these wonderful speeches and the knowledge sharing which is happening today. It's really amazing, and keep up the good work. Congratulations to the entire team for achieving the DCPs, and I'm sure with the extension of the deadline we have received from the World Headquarters, your club will achieve the top DCPs. And waiting for the day to cheer for the club for Smedley Distinguished. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, District Director Khalid Jalal. With that, I would like to announce that the next meeting, because we meet on the 2nd and 4th of Tuesdays, will be on the 14th of Tuesday. Let's all pray and hope that it's a physical meeting. If not, it will be hybrid if the government allows that. Otherwise, it will be online. So we're looking forward to having everyone. If you could all just open your cameras, let's take one final group photo and the meeting will be adjourned.
One thing, do you know, maybe on Tuesday in April 14th, it'll be my birthday in April 15th.
Wow. So we'll have a grand celebration, Sam.
Happy early birthday.
Advance birthday wishes.
For Sam's birthday.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Could you all please open your cameras and we can have a group photo? Suhan or Nooran, who is taking?
I will take.
Yeah,
but please just give me time to take the photos, because so I can make it perfect.
Okay, I think Abdullah is missing here. Okay.
Like DTM Hanan mentioned, everyone look at the camera so that your picture will look good.
All right, just give me some time.
So all the ladies, show your girl power now.
All right.
So everyone, 1, 2, 3.
Lights, camera.
Girl power.
Action. Girl power.
Woohoo!
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please be safe wherever you are. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, Madam President.
You, my
Thank you.
Thank you.